This is so good to see and soon hear. A piece of Houston history in the Montrose area is getting new life.
We're talking about the old Tower Theater. The iconic 88-year-old building sits on Westheimer, and it's been closed for a couple of years. Well, it's now been renovated and turned into a jazz supper club that officially opens tomorrow night. Finishing touches being done to Doc's Jazz Club, a place where you'll be taken back in time to the golden era of the supper club. Jazz fans will soon like the fine way they play this Steinway on stage. The artistic director of Doc's, Graham Francis. How about being in a vibe of the building that was built in the 1930s?
Right. To think that Ella Fitzgerald was inside this building gives me the willies just, on its own. But that's exactly what we're bringing back this era of a really glamorous night out that features great jazz music.
Here's the new look compared to the original. A photo of opening night at the Tower Theater, February 14th, 1936. Here's the actual ad for that night. Barbary Coast was the movie, and the matinee set you back 15 cents. All right, here's something special. This is the old projector room of the Tower Theater. The projector used to sit right here, projecting movies onto the screen over there. Imagine, back in the 1930s, Houstonians would come to this theater and they'd see movies with Charlie Chaplin, with Fred Astaire, with Greta Garbo. Now, this room will be turned into the green room for all the jazz artists that are going to be performing here. And through the years, this building went from being a theater to a restaurant to a live music venue and everything in between. They're respecting the early history of this place.
We're so excited to be in this room.
Peter Skunsos is the chief operating officer of Doc's.
We built the space out in the style of Art Deco going back to the 1930s. We looked at old pictures and we tried to create the space in that vibe.
The folks behind Doc's have a similar place in San Antonio that's been successful for 9 years called Jazz Texas, but Doc's is 3 times bigger. They say it's going to be one of the largest live jazz clubs in the country where people can come to listen and eat. It's got a huge kitchen ready to feed Houstonians, especially those hungry for all that jazz. And, Houston has a huge jazz scene, a lot of talent here. They hope to showcase that talent.
Can't wait to go. Here's the thing. It's so nice to see a building with such history still standing in our city. We know just how much that's a rarity here. It really is.